Alright, I'm making beef tips today with rice and gravy. And I'm letting this cook. I've already added my seasonings, which was Creole seasoning, onion powder, turmeric, and I like garlic powder, but I didn't have any today. And you know I'm not going to miss out on the Creole seasoning. Once these are done, I'll show you how I do my gravy. I cook these on high to get everything cooking first, and I put my olive oil in there first, then I put my onions in there, and then I put the meat and seasonings on top of that. And once I get that going real good, I turn it down to about a medium high and let that cook probably about, I don't know, 5 minutes or so. I usually use the stew meat, the chopped cube stew meat, and if it's bigger than what I want them to be, then I cut them down to like bite sizes. Okay, so I'm going to turn this back up on high. And I'm just eyeballing the flour because you want to put a little flour in here. That's how you do it. And some people may drain the meat. I don't drain it for the simple fact that it's got all the seasonings and the goodness of the meat in here. And so I just moved all the meat to the side. And you make gravy with a little bit of cooking oil. I don't use packaged gravy because, well, I was raised a little bit down south, and this is how we do it. We just make our own gravy. So now that that's coming and mixing up into a nice little brown here, I just add my water. And you can make yours any way you want, but I prefer the homemade method when it comes to gravy. It tastes better. I know what's in it because there are certain things that I don't eat. And a lot of packaged gravy has lard in it, and I don't eat lard. So, well, I know the white milk gravy that you can make, you know, like you get at one of these restaurants with your chicken, fried steak, and all that. It has lard in it, and I don't eat lard. So anyhow, I just make my own gravy at home. My grandmother's taught me how to do it. And yeah, this is how I make my gravy. Once you've got all the flour worked into the cooking oil and you've added your little bit of water, then you can start adding your meat to it and just keep pouring water on it nice and slow. That way it has time to thicken up. But you don't want your gravy to be too thick while you're doing this. And I'll tell you that in just a minute, why I do it this way. Okay, now the reason I do it this way is because I add just a little bit of water. And it will look like it's too much, but really it's not, because what happens is while this is cooking, you have to turn your fire down. After you've made the gravy, you have to turn your fire down to about a medium low and let it cook, stirring plenty. You let it cook and cover it, and what happens is that makes the meat extremely tender. So once this is done, I'm going to put it on top of my rice because we're having beef tips, rice, and gravy. And then I'll show you what that looks like. Also, there won't be a recipe to this in the description today. I may even just put up a picture and show you guys what it looks like rather than waiting all this time for it to get done, because it is going to take about 25 minutes. So I know this is going to taste good, so I'm going to go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And I hope y'all enjoy this video whenever you're watching it, if it's morning, noon, or night. Okay, thank you guys. Bye, y'all.